Sego se waguego, bojo, hanin, and wache. This morning, I would like to share with you something I've been thinking about for a while, and it's about the springtime and all the birds that are coming back. Our beneshayak, and our ojida ojidahas, or ojidakuhas, are birds that are coming back. And I was thinking I'm really enjoying their songs in the morning when I wake up. So what I was thinking is I went to collect some material. Here I have some. I'll show you what I'm going to do today. We're going to do a how-to thing, how to make this. So this is some tissue paper that I've taken, and I just shredded up really fine, some tissue paper. Then I have this nice cotton that I have. This is like cotton ball cotton. It's really fuzzy. And I have some string. So my string is kind of just plain string that I have from this ball of string that I cut from this string here. So I cut a little bits and pieces. So put all that material aside over here for now. I think I'll have my cotton and my string over here. And I want to show you. So what I did is I thought would be cool is if we could actually make a bird's nest, help our birds with their nesting material, right? Help our birds have their nest. I'm just making a little adjustment. So what I did is I went and got a stick outside with a V in it, because I noticed most bird nests I observed have their thing in a V. And then what I did is I put some string, you can see across, I put some of this green string across the branches here, like that. I put it across, back and forth, this way, and all over. So then you have it. And then I started putting mud in there. Put some really, the technical term is muck, I think, in there. So I started putting that muck in there. And you can see how it's all mucky. And then I turned it over and I started making this nest. And then Anishinaabe Mowin, we call that our Wadizawan, or Wadizawanan for bird nest. If it's plural, there's nesting, nest, one nest. This is Wadizawan. And then our Mohawk language, we say that's Ojinakwa, or bird nest, Ojinakwa. So this is my one that I've started. You can see I kind of incorporated the string right in there. And we're going to continue that. So I need a few bits of materials. I need a little thing here to put my creation on to show you. It's like that, right? That's cool. I'm going to move the camera a little bit up here and adjust it just so you guys can see. And then I have this other stuff that I brought. So I want to put that aside as our bird nest. And here I've created, and I've went out and found, you can see I have other material, natural materials that you want to gather. This is some dandelion fluffs in there, you know, and there's some dandelion fluff there. And I have that, so we're going to put that aside there. And then I also have some wet grass. I've seen them using a lot of wet grass around in my trees, a bird nest. And almost, if you look at it, it almost looked like the creation of a bird nest right there, right? Kind of like a bird nesting area right there. So yeah, so I'm going to try to make a little bit better one. So I'm going to put that aside. That's my other material over here. Put some bird nesting material. And this is the technical pot here. You can see this is got some grass. It's got some leaves in here. It's wet, and it got some wet mud right there that I'm going to be using. It's already mud. It's nice and dirty and mucky, right? Because it helps. It's going to be like the glue that holds it all together is what I'm hoping. So I'm going to put that to the side. And yeah, and we're gonna get started. And so here's my starting of a bird nest. I tried to start it earlier, and just trying to play around with it. It's really about playing around and having fun today again. You know, we're gonna adjust this a little bit, a little bit more for you guys to see. And so what I started to do, like I said, I put the string around, and I actually incorporated it here into my bird nest. It comes around and becomes a part of that, right? You can see how it becomes a part of that bird nest. And then I started to look at other bird nests outside, and I thought to myself, oh wow, you know, what they do is they take their muckiness, or the muck, we'll call it, or the mud, wet mud like that. It's really muddy now. We're gonna get it messy. And what they do is they would put the muck in there. I noticed or the mud, we'll say, you know, or maybe it's like our clay, like we say in the Mohawk, or odela, you know, or the Wabig one, the clay of the sand, mud that we have in Anishinaabe Mowin is the clay, or because we have a lot of clay in our area, right? So I haven't put nothing soft in this one, right? So I think I'm going to incorporate maybe these fluffs from the fluff, you know, break them up, put that in there. That's fluffy. That's makes a bird's nest, and you want to try to keep the form like a circle, because all of our birds, if you think about it, our birds that we have are very important to us, right? Birds are seed carriers for one thing, you know, and they're important in our culture because they carry our seeds. And it's this time of the year, especially, I'm going to incorporate some tissue paper in there to make it soft, you know, and different things. And so, but there really are, the birds are helpers. There are seed carriers. They make carry our seeds. They help us, when we're planting, because they help to pollinate. They're like pollinators, natural pollinators. And as you can see, I was taking some fluff, some cotton fluff there to make it, right. It's not sticking so well, so I don't know, maybe it needs more of the technical stuff here, the muck here, the clay or the mud, and you put that in there. And I'm not sure if this is the proper way to build a nest. There's no right and wrong, I don't think. Again, I mean, I guess the birds would tell me, but I'm hoping to kind of build a nesting materials here to give them a head start, and that's what I'm hoping on. So I'm just looking over here now at getting some of these grasses incorporated. I want to incorporate some grasses. So there's some fine grass, I got some wet grass, and I'm going to start to make it rounded kind of. Oh, look at my mud fell apart there. That's all right. Because I want to make it round. You want to keep that shape, because really what this is going to be, I guess, what, is our bird nest. It's a place for them to set, and it's a place for them to live. But it's a place for them to have their babies and to have their eggs. They're little oe birds. They're little tiny babies, right? And you really want to make it nice for them. And I guess that would be secured, right? Because the bird nest, you don't want it to have it where the eggs are going to fall out, right? Because that'd be terrible. Then they would have their eggs would fall out. So you can see how I kind of got a bird shape. I don't know if you can kind of, or a nesting shape. Our Wadizawan and our, sorry, Ojinakwa shape. It's kind of taking shape there, as you can see, right, on my branch. So this is what I wanted to share with you today. I'm going to take some more grass. Actually, I have this grass here, right here. I want to put it in the mud, because I think I've seen them do this before. They take little bits and pieces and they incorporate it right into their nesting area, right in there. And then they take dried grass, or wet grass. I even have some of this. Whoop, I'm going to show you guys this. I even have what I went and collected today, as well as some of this stuff. You can't really tell in the camera maybe, but what it is it's moss, like green moss. Well, it's brown. This is a turn brown. And I was going to say incorporate some moss right into there, some soft moss, eh? And that'll probably give some insulation, I was hoping. It'd be like natural insulation. So I want to put some more fuzz in there, and it's going to get right in there and incorporate that in there. So what you're kind of building is a circular design, I guess you would say. A circular. And the birds know this. I mean, our nature and natural world, they know all about how to do everything and following the natural order of things, and our birds and that. And the animals as well, they follow nature. The nature, they are part of nature, And so they're always following the natural order of things and creation. And we know in creation that things move in a circular pattern. The seasons come in a circular pattern, beginning, middle, and end of everything. The Mishomis Gisis or Galakwa Day, the sun is a circle object in the sky, in the celestial sky there. The moon, grandmother moon, is circular. So the birds already know this. They're part of that. They're a living part of that. So when they build their nest, I always thought it was cool, because it goes along with everything that we believe as well, in our Anishinaabe and our Haudenosaunee culture. Is they're right along building. If we watch the natural world, you can see things get made and things will happen just like this, like we're making, like a bird's nest, right? So I'm trying to move it along. It's not as easy as it seems. The birds must work really hard at building these things, because maybe the old saying goes with the birds too. Maybe a home or a nest wasn't built in a day. I don't know, but I think this here nest that I'm making is definitely, if I put it out there, and my hopes is that they'll take it and they'll add to it, and they'll build their own. Gives them a head start into building their nest here, is my hopes, and I know it's going to be more like what do they call it in the human world? It's a fixer-upper. How's that? It's going to be definitely a fixer-upper. I'm gonna put it on the market as a fixer-upper. I want it to be a fixer-upper. So I'm trying to make it as soft, thinking of the birds, thinking of the eggs, thinking of nice soft grasses in there. I want it to be. So this is my beginnings of my fixer-upper bird nest. It's gonna go on the market probably this afternoon, type of thing. And I'm keeping, as you can see, I'm pulling the circular, I'm pulling the nesting around the materials, and I'm gonna add some more of my the nesting mud here, the nesting muck here. Oh, actually, that's a piece of that was a piece of this peat moss there that I found by a tree. So here I am. You know, we got this. Oh, this is my one that I have previously all mucked. It's got grass in there. It's got so it's kind of good building material, right? So you can see how my thing is going. I'm putting lots in there. I'm going to use lots because I can't imagine. And I don't know how big to really build this. So I'm just hoping, like I said, it's going to be a fixer-upper. You know, they can come in, move in, and right now I think it's too small for a family of birds. I would say. I mean, maybe one bird. This is more like a singular bachelor pad type of deal. I guess it would be more like for. I mean, it's a fixer-upper again, but you know what? If he has, you know, they say that sometimes there's a saying that if you build it, they will come. I'm hoping this will work with my birds, that they'll see this has started and they'll say, "Oh man, that guy's such a good guy. He started building us a bird nest, and he's such a good guy and a human being to help us." And that's my hopes. I guess, you know, I'm not looking for any confirmation or acceptance there. I'm just saying, hopefully the birds will see this and they'll build it, and I'll have another home of birds to share their songs with us. So yeah, I want to. I don't know how that looks. You guys can make your own things, but you can see at the end here how I have it, and it's all mud pushed there. If I push it down inside, you know, I can kind of get the grass to go in a circular position here, or a circular fashion all the way around and put enough mud. I got mud all over. Is that if you keep putting grass in there, you know, keep building it round and round, I guess it kind of starting to take shape of a bird's nest, of our Beneshing Wadiz one. You know what, this one, the bird nest, eh? And actually, if you look at our, like I was saying with our bird nest, it follows that. It looks circular. It's a shape of a circle shape, right? I need more of this clay stuff, more of this clay or odela. And also, you know, our birds, being that we watch our birds and stuff, it's one of our clans. We have bird clans and different birds in our clans, and Mohawk and Ojibwe clans. They have representations, I'll say, of our birds, right? So look at, I put a leaf in there. There's a smush that down. I don't know if that's too muddy. You know, you might get some of these high maintenance birds that say that's too muddy. We can't move in there. I don't know, but I'm hoping they're gonna move in here, and I want to add a little bit more soft stuff in here for them. Get that going and on in there. See how I'm kind of putting it along there, and it's soft and whatnot, and put some more mud in there, you know, and put some more stuff. But I'm hoping that they'll take this and they'll use it. I'm trying to keep a bird shape. So really, I don't really know what birds look for in the nest, you know. I don't really not sure what they're in the market for, you know. But however, I want to put a, look at this, there's a wet leaf, maybe, I don't know. Put a piece of that in there, incorporate that as a wall, you know, it's pretty solid. I want to put some more grass before I finish here. But it's a lot of fun. Just getting messy is a lot of fun. I'm having fun. But it's also it's a part of observing nature, you know, to be out on the land and to observe the nature and what we have, and to observe that, right? It's just an amazing thing to have. And I'm just putting this together here, you know. So yeah, I just gone out and kind of collected some natural objects, some grasses here. I even have some wet grass, you know. I mean, it was raining out the other day, so I'm hoping this will dry. I'm going to put it outdoors after on the back and the sun, and hopefully, or maybe you just put it right in a tree and see if they'll keep adding to it. I'm going to keep adding to this and see if the birds will add to it. So as you can see, it's pretty there. It's almost there, right? It's their bird nest is almost there. I'm going to tidy it up a little bit here and see if, what do you call it, if the birds will come to this. Sorry about that, guys. I took the bird nest away. But you can kind of see how I still kept that circular shape, how the grass is going in a circular shape. I'm doing this in a clockwise position, or a clockwise design, going the same way the sun goes, you know. So in our culture, they say in different, our nations, the Haudenosaunee people, we dance, I think it's in a counterclockwise position. We go the opposite way. We go the counterclockwise. They say we go around to greet the sun. In Anishinaabe, they follow the clockwise. So this is hopefully, I guess, in saying that, maybe this is a Anishinaabe Benasea N dot. It's a maybe the Anishinaabe birds will take a part of this because they'll look at it and say, "Oh, that's done in a clockwise fashion." That I have to be, you have to be Anishinaabe bird to I don't know if there's such a thing. Maybe there'll be Anishinaabe birds coming here, but and I'll try to make one in a Ojibwe fashion, go the opposite way, and maybe we'll see what kind of birds come. But yeah, so there you have it. Our my beginnings of a bird nest of our Ojinaakwa in Mohawk, or I guess if this isn't a clockwise fashion, we'd better to say it's a Wadizawan, a Benashing Wadizawan. And so yeah, so I'm really happy with that. As far as I'm gonna go, I don't want to mess it up, or it's like I don't want to add too much and make it wrong. So I know there's no right and wrong way, but it had fun. I had fun getting messy, as you can see. So I want to just say to everyone, Nyawa and Miigwech, and hopefully I'm gonna just clean up a little bit, and hopefully you guys have fun and try to encourage everybody to go out and try to make a bird's nest. Get some muck. There's the technical word there. To make some muck, get messy, and have fun. So Nyawa, Miigwech, and talk to you again sometime. Miigwech.